Good morning to one and all. I am Prajna Party studying in class 6C KV AFS Begumpet. Today I am going to tell the gist of the book. That is the review of the book The Magic of the Lost Temple, written by my favorite author and my role model Sudha Murthy. This book is written by her because one day her daughter, when she was a child, played with her gold bangles and put them somewhere and forgot. Now, 30 years later, her granddaughter Nooni by mistakenly broke the vase, and there she saw Sudha Murthy's lost treasure, the golden bangles given by her grandmother. She said to Nini, "Wow, Nooni, you have given me the lost treasure you have given me. Now I am going to give this treasure to you when you grow up." Nooni was very happy. That night, Sudha Murthy thought that children are unbiased and very innocent, and they can easily think out of the box. That time, Sudha Murthy thought about the story, The Magic of the Lost Temple. So, let's go into the story. In this story, a small girl, Anoushika, whom everyone called Nooni, who was 12 years old and studied in Kendriya Vidyalaya in Bangalore. One summer holidays, her parents were very busy and left her at her Ajja and Ajji's place. That is her father's parents, her grandparents' place. There she learned cycling, and she was surprised that no one was worried when she got hurt. She felt awkward when everyone came and ate when Ajji asked for payasam. Within minutes, the bowls were empty. She enjoyed Sarsu Ajji's granddaughter's wedding, where it was for 7 whole days. Bangalore weddings were only for one day or few hours. Nooni was surprised that even though the roads were uneven, there were large houses and each house had large gardens. Nooni's grandmother's room was very big room, and the room was filled with moonlight on the full moon days, and she could see hundreds of stars from there. One day, Ajji told Nooni a story about the king Somanayak, who used to rule Somanahalli long ago, got a gift from the maidens of the moon of the river, a small stepwell which had very sweet water. But his wife disobeyed the rules and the stepwell disappeared. Another story was told by her Ajja, her grandfather, that the King Somanayaka built a beautiful stepwell with 7 temples. But still, when the king died, the prince, his son, King Somanayaka's son, took the rule and contaminated the water. He made picnics and all, and the water got contaminated and soon disappeared. Nooni thought, are they both folktales or real? One day, there was a huge storm. The next day, Nooni asked Ajja, can she go to from the forest to the Varta river and see how it is? Ajja agreed, but with the leadership of Mahadeva, and all her friends and cousins went there. While they were going, Nooni stepped somewhere, and she was going in and in and in. She yelled for help. All the children together pulled Nooni out. Nooni was curious and started to dig. Slowly, Mahadev and all the children also helped her. Within evening, they found 3 steps and a small part of a pillar. So, Nooni went home and told that to Ajja and Ajji. Ajja and Ajji were very excited. Through Nooni's father Shekhar, they could find an archaeologist. Mr. Abdul Rashid came within 2 days and the excavation work started. Nooni was very excited. By the 9th week of holidays, Usha has already come. Her mother has already come and was staying with Nooni in her Ajja and Ajji's house. And we could see the basement of the stepwell. But there was no water. The Ajja and Ajji were very sad. The next day, they worked on the cow shape and removed the stone from the cow mouth. And lo, water gushed from the cow's mouth. And the first mug of water was from Mr. Abdul Rashid, and the second to Noni. Noni was very happy and repeated the words from the stories, as sweet as honey, as sweet as coconut water. The next day, Ajja held a small meeting near the stepwell and told that no man must use the stepwell on full moon days or the new moon days. One must take only one pot of water only for drinking. And Ajja also said that we will build a small pond in which people can wash themselves before going into the stepwells, and pujas and dances will be performed, and everyone can sit and watch, but no offerings must be given. And then Mr. Abdul Rashid confirmed that he will ask the state government for a beautiful garden and a boundary for the stepwell. Noni was very happy and bid farewell the next day to the village with an adventure for a lifetime. Through the story, Sudha Murthy wanted to convey that water is the magical treasure which our temple, the nature gave us, and we must not waste it. We must conserve water and use it for future generations and pass it on for future generations. Just like Sudha Murthy's grandma gave her the gold bangles, which she took and now gave it to her own grandchildren. Thank you, Vanita, for giving me this opportunity.